So let's move on. Okay, so let's move on to the concept of oxidation and reduction. ठीक है? What is oxidation and what is reduction? इनके बीच में difference क्या होता है? So as the definition says, oxidation is referred to as the addition of oxygen, or more correctly, as the loss of electrons. As Maham stated earlier, if an element loses electrons, it is oxidized, right? And अगर हम इसका contrarily, if we talk about the reduction, so on the other hand, reduction is referred to as the removal of oxygen, or more correctly as the gain of electrons, right? So let's just go over these a little bit more. Okay, so oxidation is referred to as the addition of oxygen. Now, where does oxygen belong? Which group does oxygen belong to? Aslan.
Group 6.
Group 6, right? So yes, exactly. So अब ऑक्सीजन कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स गेन कर सकता है या लूज कर सकता है? How many electrons can oxygen gain?
It can gain 2.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll gain 2 electrons, right? So oxidation is referred to as addition of oxygen, okay? Or more correctly, is a loss of electrons. So if you add oxygen to any element, if any element reacts with oxygen, so obviously electron will take, obviously oxygen will take away its electrons, right? Because it has to complete its octet rule, outermost shell. So it will make the other element lose the electrons and will gain those electrons itself, right? So with the loss of electrons, so minus electrons or addition of oxygen, ठीक है, both are termed as oxidation. ठीक है? इसके अलावा इसके अलावा we can also say that we have lost uh, hydrogen. ठीक है? Loss of hydrogen, this is also termed as oxidation. Why is loss of hydrogen termed as oxidation? The reason is that when you lose hydrogen, बल्कि I think, I don't know, इसके ऊपर नहीं जाते. I think hydrogen का loss or gain, let's see, let me check, wait. Yeah, so the loss of hydrogen is also termed as oxidation. Okay, so loss of hydrogen is also oxidation. Why? Because if you lose hydrogen, so you also lose its one electron, right? एक इलेक्ट्रॉन होता है हाइड्रोजन के पास, you also lose that one electron. So loss of hydrogen, loss of electrons, gain in oxygen, all the same thing, they are all oxidation. ठीक है? अच्छा, इसके अलावा another point is an increase in the oxidation number. ठीक है? Increase in the oxidation number is also oxidation. ठीक है? So if your oxidation number becomes more positive, it's also oxidation. So you have to remember these all points, either a loss of electrons, a gain in oxygen, uh, a loss of hydrogen, sorry, there is minus here, a loss of hydrogen, or an increase in the oxidation number, or the valency, or the oxidation state. ठीक है? Increase in the charge, increase in the positive charge. ठीक है? That is all oxidation. इसका exact opposite जो है, that is reduction. So yes, in reduction you'll have a gain of electrons, right? So if you lose oxygen, ठीक है, the oxygen will transfer its electrons back to the back to the element, right? जहाँ से इसने gain किए थे. So if you lose oxygen, so the electrons will come back to that element, right? And that is a gain of electrons. That is reduction. So removal of oxygen. ठीक है? Remove O2. or add hydrogen. Okay, so when you add hydrogen, what happens? Hydrogen, when you add hydrogen, hydrogen gives its one electron to the element, right? So if you add hydrogen, it's also reduction. And the decrease in the oxidation number, okay, that is also reduction. Okay, so this is the breakdown of oxidation and reduction.